Hello everybody, it's Brother Chad here. Just wanted to call and give you an update video on services for tomorrow. As many of you know, on Friday, Governor Hogan lifted many of the restrictions, the stay-at-home order, and a lot of different restrictions for businesses and such, and also left it kind of in the hands of individual counties. And though many of the counties haven't released a lot of those restrictions, St. Mary's has loosened up a bit, and we're allowed to have our services back in the auditorium. And so coming to you from the inside of the auditorium where we've been here, our family and I have been here today cleaning up and getting things ready for church tomorrow. And so we're going to be moving. Obviously, we're not back up to full capacity and full services as of yet, but this is a good step in the right direction, and we're very thankful that we can get back in the building. So we'll be moving from the parking lot and our drive-in service tomorrow back into the auditorium for the maiden service. We're not going to have Sunday school this week just because it was kind of late in the week as far as when we found out about things, and it's kind of hard to get all our ducks in a row and getting everybody prepared to try to shoot for Sunday school as well. So we'll make a decision about that next week and let everybody know. But for this Sunday, we're going to plan on having our main service at 11 o'clock and at 6 o'clock in the evening. And so we hope that you'll join us for that. And we also understand that many of you are not still not comfortable with joining us just because, obviously everyone kind of is affected by this thing differently. And so we want to be sensitive to that. And so if you're still not comfortable being back in the auditorium with us, we're still going to be providing the streaming services through Facebook Live stream and also the YouTube stream for those who either can't make it out or just aren't quite comfortable being back in the auditorium together. And so we want to try to accommodate as much as we can. Certainly, if you're not feeling well, I don't care even if you want to come, please stay at home. We don't want to cause any problems or risk spreading anything to anybody. But we're trying to follow some guidelines. Though we're allowed to be back in the building, there still are some guidelines that we need to respect, we need to follow. And so I want to kind of give you some main points to keep in mind to kind of prepare yourself for tomorrow and what to expect. I'm also going to be printing those out and making them available for everybody. As you come to church, there will be a page with all of the guidelines on them so that you'll have that with you at all times. But here are the basic ideas as you're coming to church tomorrow. Of course, our family has been here. We've cleaned the whole building. We've scrubbed everything as much as we can. We have disinfected. We've Lysoled every service we could find. The bathrooms, we've vacuumed up everything, and just to try to make sure everything is nice and clean and disinfected. We've also removed all of the Bibles and the hymnals from the pews just to try to minimize contact with people. And so as far as your Bible goes, if you're normally accustomed to using one of the church Bibles, I want to encourage you to bring your own Bible to church tomorrow and have that with you. We will be preaching out of the Bible. That's not changing. And so please come prepared for some Bible preaching. I don't know if it'll be good Bible preaching, but we'll at least open the Bible and read some stuff out of it and scream and holler and kick some stuff over maybe. But there's also, as you already know, there's hand sanitizer in all of the pews. And so that's always been available here at Victory. That's still available also throughout the building in various places in the hallways and common areas. You'll see hand sanitizer placed there in the bathrooms, various places. That is widely available, and that's still available. And so you'll still be able to make use of that. Now, you are still going to have to wear a mask when you come in, just like when you go to the grocery store or any public place where there are gatherings. One of the guidelines, they do want people to still have masks on while they're sitting in the pews and enjoying the services. And so if you have a mask, please bring that. If you don't have a mask, we have purchased some masks, some disposable masks that will be available to you when you show up. In case you don't have one, or maybe your mask is dirty or whatever it may be, don't feel like you have to stay home because you don't have one. We will have them available for you when you show up tomorrow morning. As my wife pans through, you're going to see in the pews, one of the requirements that they're asking us to do is to still kind of keep social distancing. That's always been one of the key things in this whole time that we've been dealing with things. And so you'll see that we've taped off sections. Now don't worry, this is blue painter's tape. It will come off. It's not going to damage the pews or anything. But you'll notice that we have sectioned off areas where we want to ask people not to sit. Families are allowed to sit together, but they're asking that families stay apart from other families to at least 7 feet in social distancing. And so we're kind of staggering the pews. And so it's probably going to come down to like a family per pew. but they'll be staggered on opposite ends of one another, and that way they'll keep somewhat of a safe distance between one another. And I think that should be fine. They've asked for 50% capacity, not to exceed 50% of capacity for a building, and I think we fall well under that here at Victory. Typically, it's about 50 or 60 folks who come out on a Sunday morning, and this building can easily fit a couple hundred. And so we'll be well under that limit. That's not going to be an issue, but we still want to respect the distancing guidelines that they're asking us to have. That's pretty much it. We're going to have 11 o'clock, our main service in the morning, and also we're going to shoot for 6 o'clock in the evening. We're going to get back together and have a Sunday evening service again. And so we hope that you'll be with us. Please keep Pastor in your prayers. I know many of you are still praying for him. We want to keep the Skinner family in our prayers and let them know that we love them and we're thinking about them constantly. But we hope to see everybody here 11 o'clock tomorrow morning for church. God bless.